Right now, I'm getting an incredibly unfair advantage using ChatGPT to become the singular best marketer on the face of the planet. Right now, I'm training ChatGPT by putting all of the transcripts of Russell Brunson's book, Dan Kennedy's books, Alex Hormozi's books, these guys who are the singular best digital marketers, funnel sequencing, turning someone from a organic viewer to a paying member of some sort of turning someone from an organic viewer to a paying member of some sort of product or service that somebody's selling, taking them through the entire value ladder, every single nick and cranny along the way. The people who are running $100+ million businesses every single year, all of these people, all of their information for free. I'm training ChatGPT with all of that. It is incredible the stuff you can do. So now when I have a question that I would want to ask someone like Russell Brunson or Alex Hormozi or Dan Kennedy or any of these guys, all I do is I just plug in everything that person has ever done into ChatGPT, and that takes maybe an hour max. And now, when I have a super specialized question, let's say I'm having an issue with this portion of my funnel converting into sales, what is wrong with it? ChatGPT is getting so good that it can dive deep into the email sequence that I'm sending out or the funnel sequence. The funnel sequence, by that all I mean is turning someone from a cold audience to a warm audience to a lead to a someone on an email list to a subscriber to a low paying customer to a high paying customer to a super high paying customer, uh, just everything. It is at what portion of that customer's journey or this lead's journey, where are they getting stuck? And if I have a question for that, I can ask ChatGPT in a very specialized question and show them the funnel that I'm doing in direct detail. And it is becoming incredibly precise, saying, hey, I think that you should change X, Y, and Z because what you're doing right now, due to a psychological impact, really has a bad conversion of scales. Why don't you try this or X or B instead? And I would recommend A/B testing these two different things. So you guys are more than welcome. I will continuously update this. Any Audible book, podcast that I think has incredible value for what I'm trying to do. I'm basically calling it a Russell Brunson clone because he, in his book, he was saying, don't try and be smart, just do what I'm doing because it is grew me to $100 million a year. So it can do that for you too. And guess what? I understand why. When you understand the psychology of it and the funneling tactics, you really can do this. And my edge is not necessarily the funneling. That's what I'm learning right now. My huge edge over the competition is organic growth that I can help with somebody is it's very, very high. Right now, any client that I've taken on, they usually have over 100,000 subscribers with a great product. That's a bare minimum that I'm looking for. But then what I've been very successful in doing is double, quadrupling, 5, 10xing the number of organic views they're getting per month across every single platform. So now, if I can really get super good at this and I'm training AI to get a whole lot better or helping me get a whole lot better, then it is going to take from a ton of organic views or a lot more organic views and increasing the conversion rates on those to a very drastic degree to where instead of making 5x money for 5x more views, we'll be making 7.5, maybe 10x money for 5x more views because the funneling and converting is actually increasing. That would be a remarkable feat if I could accomplish something like that. And that's what I'm trying to achieve right now with what I'm working on. So this is a very high level of what's going on because that is what I'm really talking through. This is if I had a very specialized question about marketing if I already had a marketing business per se, that's when I would go into this or even just where to start. If I asked chat, if this guy, how do I start a simple funnel for a warm audience, I guarantee this is going to give me at least a good place to start. And then something that I don't understand how to do, I'm going to ask it to go at much more in depth. And it can do that because it has so much training right now. So this is all very broad stuff. But let's say I wanted it to go very deep into one aspect of this kind of journey that it's going over, the rough measurement and refine. I don't know. Go 10 times further in depth, giving me a walk. Sorry, my spelling, and it's horrible when I'm writing. So this is now going to give me an actionable measure that ChatGPT is going to allow me to do. Pretty much all I need to do is follow the steps now. This is how powerful AI can be. And if you're willing to actually learn it and adapt with the times, I know so many people right now who are saying AI is too powerful. I'm scared of it. I know that it's taken over a lot of jobs. There are deep fakes. There's so many things that are scary about AI. And there is. I 100% I agree with all of that. But what I also understand is this is also the singular best opportunity, because the greater the risk, my buddy, fortunately, can call him a friend now, Robert Kiyosaki. He always says the greater the risk, the better the opportunity, or something, or the bigger the crisis, the bigger the opportunity. And even though AI is causing huge problems with a lot of different areas, it is providing a ton of business opportunity too. Because what I'm trying to do is get as really good at this AI stuff to where I can implement it into any business that I want to kind of work with instantly. And I can instantly increase productivity 5, 10x, because I like to be as lazy as possible. I want to have a completely clear schedule, but work when I want to, whenever. So if I with AI right now, I'm working like 20 people's jobs way more efficiently than they were beforehand by myself in way less time. That's how powerful this is. But imagine I had 100 people doing this, and all of them could produce 20 people's worth of efforts by themselves. I mean, you are producing 2,000, 20,000 people, and there's this huge component effect where a small group of people can produce so much output. And that is what kind of furthers along humanity. It is how much output can each person provide. And with that, I think if you are ahead of this trend, you can provide a lot. And that is usually what is directly a direct association with how much compensation you get via money. So it is just remarkable what you can do. And so many people are not taking advantage of it. I was one of them for a long time. And if I guarantee you, if I uh, this is actually really important. How am I going to increase conversion rates, lower the bounce rate, and how much does it cost to get a customer? Knowing all this, I'm going to then plug this in, put my funnel in, and figure out the conversion rates, the bounce rate, and the customer acquisition rate. And I'm going to tell AI, show me exactly what I can do to lower the bounce rate to where the customers who do join maintain their membership for longer and actually increase the value. How do I increase the conversion rate, getting the customers on there? And then how do I lower the cost to acquire a customer? That's pretty much zero for us, but still, this can do that right now. If you ask it a more specific question, AI is still only powerful enough because it doesn't think like humans. And that's why being a human is such an edge, because you can have the creative aspect. AI right now can almost do anything if with the right prompt. If you give it the most detailed question or prompt of all time, it is going to give an incredibly, remarkably close answer. But if you fuck up the prompt or it's very broad, then it completely flops. So that's something that you also need to work with. But with regards to the business, I said that I was probably doing the work of 20 people by myself in less time than what I had going before. That is also true, but the work that I do produces the majority of the results. It is filling in the human aspect of it. Leaving everything up to AI is a horrible idea. And I've seen a few people who've taken that strategy and it has turned the results from maybe they were doing $50,000, $100,000 a month. It has been cratering it to like 50,000 or to $20,000 a month. It's almost cutting it in half because they are trying to have AI take over their business instead of using AI to leverage their business. And that is a huge difference. It is a astronomical difference. I'm not telling, or I think it's better to have no AI than only AI. That is for sure, because you need the human aspect to what you are doing. But you can leverage the business that you're doing with the creative and human aspect to a 10x degree. It is remarkable. I have plugged in all of the books of all of the people who I think are some of the best marketers in the world and turn that into a fucking AI. If you guys want to use it, I think I made it public. I don't, they just came out with these things, so I'm not entirely sure how it worked, but I just put it Russell Brunson clone, and it's by Joshua Lassard, who is I.